Good morning, teachers and students of LBC Middle School. What I'm going to go over now is our LBC field trips for this school year. Our sixth graders are going to the Columbia Zoo. Our seventh graders will be going to Wonderworks. And our eighth graders are going to Carowinds. But this is still to be determined as the eighth grade field trip has still not been approved yet for this school year. So the sixth graders are going to the Riverbank Zoo and Garden. When is the field trip? It's March 27th from 8:15 to 6 o'clock. The cost is $50, which includes your bus, lunch, and ticket. You can pay $50 sixth graders or you can fundraise it. An important date you need to remember, sixth graders, is March 2nd, your permission slip and your behavior contract is due, and March 14th, payment is due, and the fundraising ends. So you can either pay the $50 to go on the field trip, sixth graders, or you can fundraise it. And how does the fundraising work? You have the opportunity to fundraise for the field trip. It is a Krispy Kreme certificate fundraiser sponsored by PTO, allowing students to raise funds towards their balance. And for every certificate sold, $4.50 is credited towards your field trip. You can fundraise the entire amount of the trip, partial amount, pay the balance, or pay the entire balance up front. And Krispy Kreme certificates are available daily. You turn in money as you sell them. All money is turned to the front office during first period. If you sell 12 certificates, that pays for your entire field trip, sixth graders. There is a behavior incentive for going on the field trip. You must exhibit good behavior in order to qualify to attend your grade level field trip. You need to have no referrals starting February 24th. Field trips are a privilege and must be earned. Each student will be required to be on their best behavior during and leading up to the field trip. And every student starts with a clean record. Your good behavior incentive starts Wednesday. So sixth graders, your good behavior incentive starts February 24th. The seventh graders' behavior incentive starts February 24th. And then the eighth grade behavior incentive is to be determined as we still are waiting on getting the field trip approved. Any student having disciplinary referrals, this is including multiple level 1, level 2, or any level 3 offenses from the above dates, may not participate in the field trip. For examples, make sure there's no slap boxing going on in the bathrooms, fights, disrespect, refusal to obey, being loud in the hallways, cussing. These types of behaviors will put you on the no-go list for the field trip. Seventh grade, you'll be going to Wonderworks. This is in Myrtle Beach. When is the field trip? It's March 21st from 5:30 to 9. The cost is $70, but this includes your bus, lunch, and ticket. March 2nd, your permission slips and your behavior contract is due. And March 14th, your payment is due and your fundraising ends. And same thing for seventh graders. It's the same fundraiser. It's a Krispy Kreme certificate fundraiser. For every certificate sold, $4.50 goes towards your trip. And you can fundraise the entire amount of the trip, partial amount, pay the balance, or you can pay the entire balance up front. Krispy Kreme certificates are available daily. You turn in your money to the front office during first period as you sell them, and turn in all money to the front office during first period. And seventh grade, if you sell 16 certificates, that pays for your entire field trip to Wonderworks. Again, seventh grade, same thing with behavior. You must exhibit good behavior in order to qualify to attend your grade level field trip. You need to make sure you have no discipline. Again, it's a privilege and must be earned. You must be on your best behavior during and leading up to the field trip, seventh graders. And of course, every student will start with a clean record, and your good behavior incentive for seventh graders starts February 24th. And any student having disciplinary referrals, seventh graders, this is including multiple level 1, level 2, or any level 3 offenses from the above dates, you will not be able to go on the field trip. Of course, remember, no slap boxing in the bathrooms, no fights, disrespect, refusal to obey. These types of behaviors will put you on the no-go list. And eighth grade, we're planning on a trip to Carowinds. That trip will be on June 1st from 6:30 to 9 o'clock. Your field trip is the most expensive. It's $90, but that includes your bus, your lunch, a souvenir cup, and a ticket. And everything's still to be determined because we're still waiting on your field trip to be approved. The permission slip, the payment, the fundraising, and the behavior incentive. We'll set a date for that once we get this approved. And the 8th grade field trip is still waiting approval. We'll inform you when the behavior incentive and all of the fundraising is due. You can begin fundraising, 8th graders. Order forms and money will be turned in and received during your first period class. Every certificate sold, again, you will receive $4.50 towards your trip. So these are the field trips we have planned for each grade level. Remember, you have to earn your way on the field trip. And regardless of what your discipline or behavior is up to this point, every student starts a fresh, clean slate beginning on February 24th for 6th and 7th grade. And it looks like about 8th grade will start May 1st for your behavior incentive. This will give you, hopefully, students some motivation to act right for this next month so you can participate in your field trips. Parents, students, and teachers, please start distributing the forms out to the students. You'll be getting a permission slip, the behavior contract, and the fundraising information. And once you start selling your certificates and bringing the money in, make sure you turn the money in daily, students, to the front office during first period. If you have any questions or concerns, just ask your teachers, ask the administration, and ask PTO during canteen, during lunch. Thank you, students. Good luck to you, and I hope everyone can make it on the field trip.